SA champs on the 12th of August 2017. So the sub-vets and all the
Ready,
masters.
go! The blue boat in the middle there, 712. You shouldn't be starting with that group. That's the sub-veteran. You've got quite a while to go. Please, back behind the line. Okay, veterans, come to the line. Get 1.5 minutes. Sub-masters, come to the line, please. Sub-masters. And then masters, be ready behind them. All the sub-master boats, please, up to the line. Ready, go!
Go, Skip!
Okay, masters up to the line.
Stu Clifton coming in a group here with Kevin Musgrave, Matt Gunning. Dirk van den Berg going nicely. Dave Hamilton Brown. John Evans, Liz Hart going nicely. Under all sorts of pressure. Great execution from Solly. Now he's holding on with the cards. Can look over his shoulder and say to the guys, right, you want to sit on my weight? Work now. The Graham Solomon of that bunch is a sub-master. Lee McGregor is a sub-great-great-grandmaster. And anybody who knows Lee will know that he cannot resist the urge to race against somebody 10, 15, 20 years younger than he. Sean Durand is holding with his Crookshanks as they come down to the line. Lee McGregor, the machine finishing as well. Congratulations, Lee.
No. Don't
Dave
throw
Hamilton
that.
Brown, Stu Clifton.
Boys off at SA champs, trial for world champs. Only 2 slots available out of all those paddlers in the national team for world champs in 3 weeks. A couple of warnings there at the start, 2 paddlers on disqualification warnings. Always the most hectic start, the junior boys. Junior girls K1 start with some under 16s in there, but the trial is under 18 only, so on the paddle world champs and you're under 16, you got to beat the under 18s. Issuing warnings left, right and centre here. I think these are the under 14 boys.
Ready, go! The girls under 14, up to the line, please. Girls under 14. Go!
Even though they're under 14, some of them have got some knife boats. I'll tell you what, they're better than mine. But most of them are in kind of river spec boats actually. But there are some nice carbon boats, Clipson.
Ready, go!
So these are the under 14 girls. Some good straight rates, even in under 14 goals. And that leading boat there is Bridget Hartley's old boat. Those colours can only be Bridget's old boat. Now to see some high-spec equipment being handed down. We're going to have 2 paraboats on the water.
Back to today.
Right, Masters, stand by. Your medal ceremony is going to be getting underway shortly. So
I have to say, from having been on the water this morning, with all the Masters classes on the water together, it was very choppy and very difficult to get a rhythm. And very shallow up there, and on that corner, kind of where I'm panning now, very shallow on the inside there. You have to stay quite well clear of the bank. We were hitting the ground a lot and churning up some mud. So although the water looks very glassy now and the conditions are ideal, when there are a lot of boats in the water, the boat just didn't settle down and glide at all. So it's going to be interesting to see what it's like for Worlds, because there are going to be a lot of boats on the water all at the same time, and it is very shallow. So that's the junior boys bunch. Still quite a big group. Got to be whittled down a little bit there. Junior girls down to 3.
Go Sabina! Go Sabina! Go Sabina!
Kaita. Who goes? Kaita.
Keegan Kaza.
Well then, girls, we move swiftly onto the podium.
Those are mostly, I think, under 16 girls.
And making it a Western Cape 1-2. Liz. So the lead is tied racing at the front of the junior boys race.
Junior boys first portage.
Back of the bunch, desperate to try and take himself up.
Junior girls coming down the portage, so as expected Christy McKenzie is dominant. Keep going, Caitlin, go around for a medal. That's Caitlin McKenzie in the black and green boat. She's actually an under 16, but is racing for a medal with the under 18s.
Well done to our medal winners.
This is Lizzie Conradi coming through to win the under 14 girls. I actually paddled a river race with her last weekend and was very impressed with her sort of attitude to racing. She raced very hard, went absolutely flat out until she couldn't go anymore for 2 days. They actually did quite well, I was surprised. So, got a lot of potential, racing under 14. Hopefully she has lots of fun and stays in the sport and enjoys it, because that's the main thing. Junior boys coming into their last portage, 6 boats together, although one looks like he's falling off. They are racing for places in the World Championship team. Go, Hamish, go.
Bonnie's coming in second. Sean Dillon and Hamish. And Alex is away. He's got about 4 or 500 meters to go. He's going to put his head down and go for it.
the back of the bunch. He's still done amazing. Needs to be on the front bunch all the way through to the final portage. She crosses the line to claim the gold and a position in the SA Junior team for the World Champs in a few weeks' time.
That's Christy McKenzie winning the Junior Girls Clear and well in the lead for a good proportion of the race on her own. And her 15-year-old cousin, Caitlin, is in the race for silver in the under 18 race.
She's at 16 gold, so it's good down to 16 gold and silver medal in the under 18, so well done.
So you can listen to Ant there over the PA system. It's Caitlin McKenzie, 15 years old, paddling up to her cousin Christy, and 15 years old she will represent South Africa in the under 18s at World Championships, and with her cousin, who is under 18. So Caitlin takes the under 16s and will get silver in under.
First under 16 and sixth under 18. Alex Latina takes the under 18 gold medal in a position in the World Championship team for South Africa.
And there again we have an under 16 boy coming second in the under 18s.
And Sabina coming in for second place in the under 18s. Well done, Sabina.
A place in the SA team.
Third place, sorry.
Sabina Laurie third in the under 18s. She's in the orange.
Great time as well. First under 16 and second in the under 18s.
No, actually that's not Sabina, that's Keegan Keiser she's from the Cape.
Keegan third, sorry. Technical.
Senior men K1 race, lining up.
Behind the line on the far side. Ready, go! Under 23 men, up to the line please, under 23 men.
Men on the line. More boats than in the seniors.
Ready, go!
How helpful is that?
Senior women,
You hear the countdown.
under 23 women up to the line.
See the ladies off. All these races, there are only 2 places available for boats at World Champs. In the Masters who raced earlier, they are selecting a 2-boat team that will represent the country. They call it Federation Colours, but entry is open. So the rest of us who finished 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 12th can all enter Worlds and paddle. But in these races, you got to finish at least second to be in. These are under 23 ladies. Big race favourite here is definitely Kate Purchase. She's second closest to me here in the mainly white with blue trim boat, black sleeves, hair up in a high ponytail with a red camelback on her back. She has senior World Championships medals in the K2. Again, only 2 places available for them to race for.
Too much action at the moment, but you never know. What it takes is one guy to put in the hard work. Mike after there decided he's not quite happy with taking away and challenging Stu McLaren at the moment. Brave move by Mike, he's just very fit at the moment. So, good job. It looks like Mike is getting what he wants, so he's coming through and the group reshuffles again. So lots of shuffling.
So SA Champ Senior Man, first portage. Look at him, he's not even bothered. So that is Hank McGregor, 8-time senior world marathon champion. Chilling out.
Stu in first, or second, but pulling away first. Andy Burkett away nicely and clean, picking up the pace a little bit.
Hank's still relaxed, not fussed about being a little bit off the back. Bernard van der Walt's going to have to put down a little bit of work to get back there, but I'm sure we can do it.
And Nicky Russell. So Ronnie doing really well up there. Nicky Russell, majority of the work on their running. A few years ago they were not quite as quick as them, so they really picked up their running, practicing, and their portages are looking slick. See Bridget in the
Bridge Hartley, Milani Panikuk, and Nicky Russell
obviously very comfortable in that
in the
new shape.
K1s. Away and
Russell
clear,
in the bunch.
2 spots
Nice to see you
out of those
understern
3.
runner. Limit the risk of damaging the understern on the drag.
Back here in 4 weeks' time, I guess.
Milani working hard to get back to Bridget's way. Nicky's going to have
Nicky's
to
got a problem
work
there.
hard
I know
here. Come on,
she's taking her
Nicky.
time. That could be enough to
To
put
get
it
away,
off.
Nicky's going to have to have a lot of
Considering
work
there's a
to do
world
to get
champ
back
slot there, would have thought there was a bit more urgency, and she seems to be happy to just let them go. Maybe she's conserving herself for
And
tomorrow.
it's hard getting in at the end of his portage.
Doubles racing tomorrow.
Yeah, nice and clean. Going hard, Schumacher, as always, running nice and hard. She's worked hard and important, you can see.
Second last portage for the senior men. Some pressure on the front this time.
These guys are in so well conditioned for this kind of racing. And he goes to the front of the portage. Schumacher looking for a gap. Hank's in, Clint's in, Jakob waiting for a gap, and Andy's off.
Definitely a little bit more pressure on there now.
Looks like he's putting in some work there. Stu going hard to get that first wave. Hank holding back slightly so he can drop back round. He's marking.
They've got one portage after this, so one long
here we
lap.
go, the last portage for the under 23s. With no gap really. They're putting it together. And here we go. 500
Those
meters
are
to go.
the
John gets in
223s
key.
paddling away from the portage. That's
Looking behind him to see where Nick is.
John van der
Nick coming around
Westhuizen.
onto the outside. Jean not quite maxing it.
So they're on their last short lap, and there's
Keeps on with
not
the
much
ball.
pressure
500
on, so
meters
that's
to go.
going to be
Try
a
and
big
hold that
sprint
ball
at
all
the
the way
end.
through to the finish.
I would
And
imagine
they'll be
that
watching Nick all the way. And Nick will be
John,
waiting for any
who's the
moment
boat on the right,
to try and attack Jean and
is
come
going to
past.
just try and hold the pull and wait for Nick to move.
Yeah, I think there was a marked difference in the open males. They're certainly going off. I think
That's
I don't know
Nick
if the guys
Naughton
saw
in the
we
yellow
missed it up
boat
here,
with
but Andy was
the
keeping the pace
white
right up, and that
shirt
bunch didn't reform it actually at all. South African Marathon Under 23 K1 champion Nick Naughton second. Wow, what a race, guys! And I'm really looking forward to seeing these guys wear the green and gold and represent us at World Champs next month.
Yeah, great to see the standard of paddling. Both John.
Bridget, saluting the crowd. Great, Bridget. We're so proud of you. Well done. Made the conversion, sprint paddling to marathon paddling.
So Bridget's just got a short lap
500
left.
meters left. And this is
It's
gonna
actually
be our
about 800
chance
meters.
to
You can tell Jesper hasn't paddled on the course yet. So she will be definitely representing South
Guys coming
Africa
to the last portage now.
in 4 weeks' time.
Still looking
At the
calm
World
as they come
Champs.
into the portage. Stu McLaren and Jacob Adam.
So that's the senior men coming in for the last portage. Sorry, I can't zoom. The zoom on my camera is broken. Jacob Adam is leading them in from the Czech Republic, racing at SA Champs. Hopefully it ends him selection for his national team. Wow, there's some pressure on here. And you can see Jacob's actually staying out of it because he knows that these guys are racing for places at World Champs. So he's doing the gentlemanly thing there.
Hank finds his gap.
That's going to be a race now. 800 meters flat out.
Finds the gap. Andy goes hard. Hank goes hard. Sean with the shot.
I would
Hank goes
expect
hard.
Hank and Andy to get away.
Straight back onto the wave. Is he going to go past or is he going to go straight onto the wave?
Yeah.
Stu seems to relaxing slightly.
The last portage, definitely an
That's
advantage.
Milani Panikuk in second place in the senior ladies,
Not many
safely
portages that
earning her
I've- final
spot for World
portages that I've
Champs
seen
and a
Hank
silver
not
medal.
pulling out of. So this is going to be
Awesome paddle by her to stay with Bridget for so long.
It looks like Jakob is closing the gap to those guys. He's really working on his now.
Nicky Russell
coming through,
third in the ladies.
lying third in the senior ladies. K1.
Not under pressure, so she's just paddling to finish.
Matt, can I brave prediction for the win here? Certainly. Still pulling in the open nets.
So we've just got in the foreground of the camera shot, we've got Bridge Hartley coming in to finish the ladies seniors race, and in front of me paddles Kate Curtis, who's just won the under 23s, and there goes Terry Siegel, who is second, so they will also be in the team. So there goes Bridge, easily winning, and I'm going to just shift focus to the men, because that is a full boat race now. So there goes Andy's stroke rate. Wait for Hank to increase his stroke rate. Andy's still up. Hank not really yet. It's going to be difficult to come from there. Yeah, I'd say Andy's got it.
Andy Bucket leading up this race like 2 years ago. Strides ahead, takes the boat length and wins the South African title. World champion Hank Bucket comes in for second place. Yakubat in third spot. What a race.
And very well done by Stu McLaren there to stay with those world-class athletes. I will put it out there, because this will be on YouTube when I edit it, that it's more difficult to win a medal at the SA Championships than it is to win a medal at the World Championships, because there can only be 2 South Africans in the marathon race at World Champs, and you don't have to beat the 3rd South African paddler to get a medal. Yeah, so yeah, Jacob's actually done very well to finish 3rd in SA Champs there, and Stu McLaren will get a bronze medal because Jacob is from the Czech Republic. So that's Clint Cook coming across the line in 5th place there. That's an awesome paddle by him. Can't underestimate the effort and the training and the dedication that has taken at that level. As I said, winning a medal at South African Championships is probably more difficult than at World Champs. So to finish 5th in a race like that, well done Clint. Seen you doing a lot of hard work on the water at Blue Lagoon, well done.
They get to boatway before they get off the water. They've got to come back to where they got in to get their boats weighed when they finish there. Well done, Milani.
That's Milani Panikok. She'll be back in 4 weeks, wearing green and gold.
And Donna Hudson coming in for 3rd place in the under 23.
Bridge just paddling over there to have a word and say well done. They'll be teammates in 4 weeks' time. SA Marathon Champs, day 2 on the Sunday, K2 racing. Masters are all on the water. That's the sub-vet category starting.
It's the sub-vets underway. Veterans up to the line, please.
There are about 60 boats on the water today in the Masters categories, all at the same time. Yesterday there were about 115, I believe. So
These are veterans, eh?
yeah, these are vets, eh? Can't actually even see.
Masters, 2 minutes.
The wave, yeah, and only at the end it starts getting choppy. But struggling. Yeah. Recovering from the initial sprint.
Sun-green monster men, sun-green monster men, 2 minutes.
upstream leg of the marathon course at Camp Swift. There's the sub-vets there coming underneath us, although there's a few guys in that group that have paddled down an age group to get a competitive race for training for Worlds, I think. Dave Hamilton Brown is definitely the oldest paddler there. Jacques and Piers are vets paddling with the sub-vets. And you see how busy the course is. Yesterday it was very choppy and wavy being on the water. Looks a lot better today with fewer boats. Plenty of grey hair or no hair in that bunch, eh?
Garth Waters, Colin Wilson and Herman Chalupsky. Bruce Pender-Smith, Eric Hildebrand going the long way. We're kind of getting into the sharp end of this race now, so anybody wants to make gaps roundabout now is a good time to do it. They're going to win their race. Jacques Theron, Piers Cruikshanks, well played guys, super effort.
That's Jacques and Piers winning the sub-vet race, although they are vets.
So Wayne Jacobs and
Dave Ham Brown is
really
paddling, I think, 2 age groups down to paddle with Wayne Jacobs, who is a sub-vet.
Gee, that's a beautifully timed charge from them. And here comes the charge from them on the line. They've made up half a boat length. It's just not going to be enough. And third place is going to go to Eric Hildebrand and Bruce Pender-Smith.
So it's just the tail end of the Masters on the water.
Don Dutoy and Henny Dutoy.
Junior's going to happen in a little while. To the C4 Series Racing. These are the junior boys.
30 seconds.
2 boats per category through to Worlds, and nobody else can paddle, so
Red fish in the middle, behind the line.
and off they go.
12 on the 16 and goes on the 18. 2 minutes.
So these are the junior girls again, 2 slots available. Black boat in the middle. It's Christy McKenzie and a recuperating Sabina Laurie, who wasn't. She is better, but maybe not 100%. They're probably the favourites. Christy won the singles yesterday by quite a distance, and then it's up to the other girls to race for the second slot. I know there's a boat from the Cape that's going for it, and an under 16 boat from Maritzburg from Epworth, the canoeing factory at Epworth School.
Ready, go! Boys under 14, 2 minutes. Boys under 14.
So there you go, the junior girls, all nice and orderly. So there you go, the under 14 boys. I always feel sorry for the under 14 boys. If you look at the boats there, they're all paddling river spec boats. So they're all heavy, they all weigh at least 18 kilograms, if not 20 or 22. And you see these poor youngsters wrestling these heavy river boats around when the fastest, strongest oaks are paddling boats that they can lift with one finger. So well done to all of them for being out here. one day when they do grow up, they'll have flipping good balance when they get older, and they'll probably be faster than the guys who are racing now. So, those are under 14 girls, also all in big heavy river spec boats with oversterns. For those of you watching this in other places in the world, you'll see it's got handles on the front and the back, because in South Africa we carry these things for miles over big hills. So that's why South African boats have handles on the front and the back.
Ryan Taylor and Mark Kelly, Grant Walker, and from yesterday's store, Bianca Levitt, Mary Nixon.
So these are the two junior boys boats that are leading. You can see their smiles on faces. They know they've pretty much got places in the team sewn up for Worlds. Strangely, the two guys who got places in the K1s have fallen off the pace. Junior girls with the 2 places pretty much sorted.
So the girls race with Amy Pickett and Caitlin McKenzie.
That is actually an under 18 boat.
Christy McKenzie and Sabina Laurie.
Ahead with the black boat is an under 18 boat.
Just race their own.
White boat are under 16s, but there's only one junior group at Worlds, so they will be selected and will
This is portage
be in a team despite the fact that they're under 16.
So they've got one more portage to go in this race.
And Christy McKenzie, who's in the front of the black boat, is actually cousins with Caitlin McKenzie, who's in the back of the white boat.
You see Christy quite happy to
family helping each other out.
And let Amy and Caitlin do some of the hard work. These under 16s are pushing them hard.
In the boys again, looks like the pressure's on there. Not sure how far they've got left to go. There's the junior girls behind them, they've broken away the under 18s on their own.
Is it under 16 group that will this outright? In a wonderfully strong position in the girls' race.
So we got a big sprint finish between the juniors. They are almost level. Hamish Lovemore and so they get it, the under 18s get it, and I can tell you that on Monday morning this week Hamish Lovemore could not even move his neck 15 degrees. He was locked up stiff solid with what's called a torticollis. So there's Christy and Sabina, the lugs crew. Just won the junior girls. And I was speaking earlier about the McKenzie family. That's Hamish McKenzie. Here's Christy's brother. There. Those are under 16s in that red boat. Giving the under 18s stick there at the end, just losing out. So there's the second junior boat and first under 16 junior boat, and then the third in the boys. And there's the third leg of the McKenzie family in the water, in the back of the boat. And in the front of the boat is my cousin Amy. 15 and 16 years old. Caitlin won a slot in the K1s yesterday to represent South Africa, and now Amy's going to join her in the K2s. Senior men SAK2 race.
Please stay behind the line, guys.
expected that Hank and Jasper and Andy and John van der Westhuizen, that's Andy Burkett and John van der Westhuizen, should be the two boats that are the cream of the crop here, but you never know. As you can see, the pace is high. But to be honest with you, they're the two favourite boats, look pretty relaxed.
Senior women up to the start, please.
So we got the senior ladies start with only 4 boats. 3 boats sitting waiting on the line and 1 boat had to come from miles away. And are probably breathing quite hard now, just to get to the start line. It's Haley and Michelle.
Ready, go!
Oh, on different sides. So closest to us, yeah, is Bridget Hartley paddling with Kate Purchase. All new combinations actually there in the water, 4 new combinations. Nobody really knows how they're all going to go because they've never raced together and never raced against each other.
Brandon van der Walt and Clint Cook at the front doing all the pulling. Nick Norton, Mark Keeling on the outside looking very comfortable indeed. Kenny Rice, Stu McLaren in the yellow boat. Oh, and there goes Jacob Adam and Rambo.
Hank is just
Going
chilling
really
there,
hot.
completely not bothered.
Kenny Rice and Stu McLaren staying with him. Andy happy just to casually tuck in onto the wave, and Hank and Jasper.
So the front bunch is down to 5 because of some admin for one boat. His rudder's just gone pear-shaped and they're weaving all over the place. So it doesn't look like there's any pressure on, although the traffic is...
Comes down, decides he's going to go to one of the end points there. Andy Burkett reads that, so he decides to put in a little bit later. Kenny Rice, Stu McLaren in a good position. Kenny Rice and Stu McLaren get away beautifully. Clint Cook and
So
Brandon
that's the first
also
portage
in
in
a
the
great
senior
position.
race. Down to 5.
Nick Norton and Mark Keeling
Rambo and
at the
Jacob
risk of
Adam
being dropped off the back of this bunch now.
have only just hit the
Hank and
bank,
Jasper going left of the
steering
bridge pillar. Very strange tactic as they pull
gone
away.
haywire.
Shallower water, but they've taken a deliberate decision not to stay with the bunch and reform. Now they're tacking back into the middle of the river. Fascinating times.
See Hank and Jasper just tap off completely there after going left at the bridge pillar.
But for Jakob and Rambo, things are not looking good. Into your mouth right now. How you feeling?
So that's Jacob Adam. He's going to be representing the Czech Republic at Marathon Worlds. Brian LaRue, also known as Rambo, and Enelo K2 Sans Rudder. So as the senior ladies come out for their first portage there, down to 3 boats looks like. Just thought I'd show a shot of the water. The wind is getting up, and in Maritzburg they think this is windy. So you can see that the water is actually pretty flat. I train at Blue Lagoon where the northeast blows.
And looks like the clip goes off the back of that bunch.
Water goes in your
Richard
cockpit
Kaida running down the centre.
when you're on your own paddling your
Michelle
K1.
running really strong in the middle. Jenna looking very determined, but it's Bridget Keats who are going to have the opportunity to dictate where they put in.
Yeah, so when the conditions
They're going right to the end
sort
of the
of get windy here, it doesn't really affect the water too much.
And I can see that
Doesn't get up very much, and it's generally a straight head, straight tail wind.
There's no boat admin there. I hope we're done with boat admin altogether.
All 3 ladies away clean.
Getting away first. Group's going to reform on them.
Bridget and Michelle very
Yeah,
relieved to
Milani
still
are now
be
off the back of
there
that bunch.
after their interval to get to the start line.
And then there were 3. This is going to be a good race. I think this is going to be tough to call 3.
There's
We're going to
Milani
chill out
and
this one
Bianca
because these are
from
3
the Cape.
quality crews here. Sitting with Ann Stott, a man who's of course been there and done that at this level. Really sad to see Jacob Adam and Rambo out of that race because they were stumble, and that's given an opportunity to Jenna.
So the ladies are down to 2. Haley and Nikki have just actually dropped their boat. There's definitely something up with Bridget Hartley
By risking that understern rudder, and I guess you're going to put an understern, that actually looks like it's got a steel understern rudder, stainless steel understern rudder, which is, I guess, one way of safeguarding that you don't damage it. Girls are putting in really close
So those
to
are the
each
top
other.
two.
Desperate
Interesting
effort
to
to try and make
see
a
or
break
find
here.
out if anything did happen, because there were definitely some paddles down and they're a long way off the back of the bunch. And Haley's bent the rudder.
Oh, we have got rudder dramas.
Yep.
Please say it isn't so. Please say it isn't so. Please say it isn't so. Because suddenly the whole race changes. Suddenly Bridget Hartley, who's in the portage, will see that the boat in front of her is not going. She'll see rumble down the water.
So there's Bridge and Kaita.
Back in this race. Oh, desperate times now. Haley Nixon, Michelle Bird, desperately trying to sort that rudder problem out. And you can see an immediate urgency in Bridget Hartley and Kaita Purchase.
So now it looks like Bridge and Kaita will be with Haley and Nick.
See if that boat is sorted.
Haley and Michelle. Who knows if they can paddle in a straight line now?
Fingers crossed. But Bridge and Keats are going to desperately work their way as close as they can. Ladies racing out.
Senior men pressure on a little bit more. I think this is their second last portage.
Rice have been brilliant in this race. They really have. Anybody who might have thought they were going to assume any lesser states, and Hank and Jasper have got nowhere to put it. They're going to have to wait for Andy and John to go. They do that.
They've got now, I think they have one full long lap and a portage and a short lap to go.
And Kenny Rice. Hank and Jasper now having to work quite hard to get back on the grind here. And Brandon and Clint.
You can see there's definitely a bit more pressure on there. No more easy stroking away from the portage.
We started looking through people.
Trying to make everybody else burn the matches, and there the pace drops down, but that is a match burnt.
They've been there every time. They've got out of the right place.
It's been a fantastic performance from these two.
So Jen Ward and Nikki Russell heading into their short lap.
It's been an absolutely remarkable show.
And Nikki's dropping the boat again.
Oh, drop it, please. Please don't say. Nick's hold on to that
They
boat.
dropped it earlier and the rudder survived.
We're looking at talking about
So there were two boats together to take out, and Haley and Michelle have swum. So we'll find out if anything happens.
on their own.
The others are in the water.
Sign of Haley Nixon and Michelle Bird. They are finally getting going. No, they haven't got going. They haven't at all. That's Mark, John and Grant who's running down the portage.
So that looks like
They are in the water at the takeout of the portage. They're swimming.
Bridge and Kate have got the second slot.
On the final lap.
So there's Haley and Michelle having swum. So this is the last portage of the senior men's race.
Great composure from
So from being third and trailing off the back of the bunch, Jenna Ward and Nikki Russell have won the senior ladies race in the K2. Pulled themselves back up, and then the others had issues and they carried on.
Comes Bridget Hartley and Kate Purchase. So second looks like it's going to be going to our Olympic bronze medalist, and Kate Purchase, who just seems to show no fear in the face of the stiffest competition in a women's race which is chopped and changed, and they were gifted the opportunity. They seized it with both hands, but there's the second
So
spot of the South
that's
African
Bridge
team.
and Kate, but I've just got my eyes up the river and watching them sort of change of stroke rate with the full boat bunch for the men.
Yesterday. She secured a spot in the K2 race. And second place is going to go to Bridget Hartley and Kate Purchase. Now all eyes on the men's race. This is
So
the showdown.
there come the
Four
men.
boats
Sorry, I
together.
can't zoom. The zoom on my camera is broken. There goes the stroke rate.
Hank and Jasper fire! Hank and Jasper fire!
That's Hank and Jasper. Hank's got the black sleeves.
Hank McGregor, those big blades are digging deep. Hank and Jasper actually pulling away. On the far side is Stu McLaren.
Oh, Stu McLaren and Kenny Rouse are in it there, and that is for a place in the team.
Andy Barkett and Sean are very big.
It looks like Andy and John have just got it very narrowly.
Second's got to go to Andy Barkett
And
Sean
Stomach
for
and
the
Clint
race.
fourth.
Third to Stu McLaren and Kenny Rice. Brandon followed by
So that was pretty close for that second spot in the team there.
I hear the drums echoing tonight. She hears only whispers of some quiet conversation. She's coming in 12:30 flight. The moon moonlit winds reflect the stars that guide me toward salvation. I stopped an old man along the way, hoping to find some old forgotten words or ancient melody. He turned to me as if to say, hurry boy, it's waiting there for you. It's gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that a hundred men or more could ever do. I've blessed the rains down in Africa. It's gonna take some time to do the things we never
Simpieza, obani benga chinja mabobe.